Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. We have continue unboxing review today, and this will be part number 2, and we have cross stitching and something different tool that I never have on my channel yet. I see many cross stitching girls using this for those who doing like very complicated cross stitching and they need to park lots of needles. So this is kind of tool that I want to review today together with you for myself, and maybe if you didn't see this kind of tool before, maybe this organizer will help you as well. And I have two cross stitching canvases in here, so we will start from this organizer. And I'm thinking I can use this one for my blends because I don't really use technique for the parking needles, but I do work on a canvas that require different kind of stitching with the blends. And I think this one will be work great. So first I want to see how this made. So it's kind of like a felt on the inside in here, and this is like squishy part, nice and soft material like I'm using on my table, but this one sponge kind of thinner. In here you put your threads around in here, and maybe I can demonstrate for you better when we open one of the canvases. But that's what it is. This is for the labels, for your DMC code and your symbols if you like to write in here. They double-sided. They're supposed to be go I'm not sure. This is supposed to be go under, or I'm supposed to cut them or put here under. I'm not sure about that yet, so I definitely need to learn. I think it's the way it works. It's like right in here, but I don't know if this is just a one strip working because it fit. Yeah, I think so. One at a time. One at a time. You put one piece of paper inside in here. Of course you have to even up in here. Oh, just a minute, I just want to try to make it even. Then you put your maybe symbols on it. I don't know if you can use for DMC as well. And then you put your threads, a needle up there, and then thread not to hang, kindly you secure in here between those little cuts in here. So on this side it's just a regular plastic. So we have in here for the label 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I guess you can use them as a double-sided. You write down your symbols in here, and maybe you will reuse them later, and also you can use another side as well. I'm just not sure at this point if I can use only one at a time in here, because you can find them on a website. This is, I would think this is like a medium size. I see girls on YouTube unboxing bigger size, like a longer, and this one not as big, but still good enough for what I need. If you're using one of this organizer, needle organizer, please let me know if you like them or not. What do you think about, if any you know, tips for me maybe, because I never use them, so I'm not gonna lie that I'm so know much about this. I just wanna try it and see if this work for me or not. I definitely not about, you know, parking my needles, but maybe in the future I will. I don't know. I have lots in my mind to kind of start multi colorful cross stitching for over 100 colors, you know. So maybe one day this will be handy. Okay, I think this will help me for now with my blends. And how many threads we can actually attach in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and another side. So 30 threads, different colors. I think that's good because sometimes we have cross stitching less than this colors, so it could be work with bigger or smaller canvas. All right, this is actually very interesting. I wanted to see the actual size, how this feel, and I think it's not bad, not bad. I just have to more look. Well, I basically know how to use it, and I don't know why I put in here because I want to show you later with the threads how it's work if you never see before this one organizer. Okay, for now I have in here two cross stitches canvases, and they are both printed. One of them Joy Sunday and one is Romantic Story. So I have a lot cross stitching on my channel with the houses, you know, cottages, flowers, and now I pick actually cross stitching that is animals. So you already seen it, speaking of horses, beautiful horses in here, and I will show you. Let me just open this one. This is not very big canvas, looks like at all. Looks very tiny, feels like it's empty. Oh wow, this is very tiny. To be honest, I thought it will be bigger than this. Really? This is like tiny, really tiny. Let me see, what's the size in here? Okay, so it's a 14 count Ada, and it's a 30 by 21 centimeters. I saw this image, I think it was by Dimensions, maybe Riolis. I'm not sure, like original company, right? In a much bigger format than this. But I love this image itself. It's such a lovely image of mother and a baby evolved that just maybe was born, and you know, it's a motherly love. What's the name called? Deep love of mother and son. Okay, so it's a horse son. Oh, look at that, how lovely they look on each other, like so much love up there. So definitely newborn baby, and this could be represent as, you know, mother human and newborn child, if you want interpret it this way. Okay, my words tripping over. Anyway, I hope you can hear me well. I'm trying to keep my voice not as loud because, believe it or not, I record this video right now. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I don't sleep. Somebody actually asked me on Instagram if I sleep. I say no, I don't sleep. So anyway, it's such a cute little canvas. Ha! How much you think will take to finish this one? Oh my god, if you just stitch only this one, I think you can stitch this like in 1 week for sure, because look how tiny it is. It's 30 by 21, but to measure, I don't know, maybe this is a natural size, like, you know, 30 by 21. I don't know if this is like count the whole canvas itself or not. I really need to bring my measuring tape next time with me. So what kind of stitches we have in here? It's a very super tiny canvas. Okay, so if you wonder by stitching, it's 126 by 90. Yeah, I can see exactly 90 in here, and 120 plus 6 on this side. So how many colors in here? We have 26 colors, which is decent to think of. It's only like, you know, golden browns and darker colors in here for the background. It's a good amount, plus lots of back stitching in here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors in back stitching and 26 colors in full stitch. And here this mostly of the back stitching go to outline horse and all of his I would say zbruja in Ukrainian language. I don't know the gears, how you call them, horse gears in English. No idea, because I don't own horse, so I don't know. But I just know that I really love this image. It's really beautiful, and it's super tiny. Printed in here as well, very tiny, but I can tell that, you know, numbers printed very clear. Even it's a very small print, you can see that you can read DMC code. Now for the canvas itself, as always, Joy Sunday to doing this cross stitch, I mean stitching around to seal your canvas without fraying. Now canvas itself, look how beautiful and clear print. Wow, I really like, I almost want to challenge myself if I can finish this in 1 week. If you would stitch only this one and nothing else, definitely you can, it's like a little snack bite, you know. I think so. Wow. All right, this is super tiny. Well, I kind of knew it will be tiny, but I didn't realize it will be this tiny. Now we have not very big palette of threads in here because it's such a small canvas, but same thing, there's always 2 needles to go with it. And then let's look for the colors. Colors, of course, in here are very beautiful, very nice and warm colors of browns. This colors, like this one, kind of greenish colors, and I think some of the dark of this color, kind of gray, I think will go in here for the background. You see, it looks like brown gray, look like a greenish little bit, so maybe up there. Yeah, so this is beautiful. I really love it, and it's kind of cute. This is very cute little picture. You can frame it on a wall, or you can create some kind of like 3D project, some kind of treasure box maybe. If you are a horse lover, maybe you collect some horseshoe, who knows, for good luck. Wow, this is cute, very cute. Okay, very cute, very little, and I think if you are beginner, this would be easy for you to work on, because canvas small, you don't need to have a big frame, and I don't even know if you need a frame in here. You can really even stitch right in your hands, because canvas are so tiny. You can just hold in your hand, and if you're stitching in here, usually what I do to create more comfortable to hold, I would roll it like this, and that way it's easy for me to hold if I want to stitch just like this, or even go up and down like this way without frame, because the canvas are very stiff, and I already have experience to stitching on a canvas without any frame, just to hold in my hands in 2 stitches, one at a time, and it's actually a very sturdy canvas to work on. So that's a little tip if you don't have any frame. Otherwise you will need to have like a very tiny hoop or very tiny frame, like maybe 20 by 20 or something, because canvases are so tiny. And of course in here you cannot see much. Okay, was appetizer, and now prepare yourself. Oh, okay, hold on a second before we go to our another cross stitch, and I want to show you what I mean. And I will get, so we don't have confused, I will get a thread in here from number 1 just for the as a sample. Okay, if you want to separate your threads in here by the colors, you literally, let me bring you a little bit more close in here, you put your thread in here like this, then you put between this foam, and then this is just a hanging down, and that's it. And then you have your DMC or symbol in here, so you know it's follow like direction. You put in here your needle to park. If you have an extra, you know, you put your needle in here, put your threads as well in here, so it doesn't flatten, not like all the way around. And you know exactly which DMC you work in, and if you need to quickly kind of work with few needles without rethreading all the time, you can thread a few needles at a time, park them on the spot, and that's it. That's what this, how it's work. So this is a great organizer. I just never work with it. I think I will love it, and if I love it, I think maybe one day I will order big one like this. Okay, I just want to put my threads for now back in here, because I'm not gonna use this organizer for this particular canvas. Now I would love to show you, we will have only 2 cross stitching for today, and then 3 for another time, and plus more 3. So we kind of have like a 3 items today: cross stitching, tool, organizer, and one more. Now this one more I waited forever, and I kinda like that I got this one. I don't mind romantic story. It's just a little bit more difficult to cross stitch than would be Joy Sunday. But I'm just glad that this is romantic story and not the one that like Bad Company that I don't like it. So I really kind of happy that it's romantic story, because I know when I cross stitch, this canvas will look exactly like this picture, because I already working on 2 canvases by romantic story. So let's see canvas itself and everything would include in here. So now I have two pictures of tigers, or that was lions. No, I think my first canvas was lions couple was staying, remember? And I told you that I ordered one more tigers that I waiting very badly, very beautiful. So this is the one that I told you a long time ago. It's just this package traveled to me a very long time. So here it is. Look at this gorgeousness. Such a beautiful faces. You can see how much color in the fur, how much background up there. Now we just have to figure out what kind of stitches we need to do. Definitely winter, looks like a frosty morning maybe, and they are hunting or resting. Oh, I love it. The only thing, I think this is 11 count Ada, because it didn't have this image in 14 count. If I would see this in 14 count, I definitely would order it in 14 count instead, but they did not have. I don't know if they do have right now, maybe, I don't know, but I wanted this image for a very, very long time, and I tried to order once from different company. It was sold out, and I was like, oh, I hope they will bring it back, because I do love it. And we have in here booklet. There is just a one page that is folded. I see lots of back stitching in here. Ooh, look at this face, is gorgeous. Oh, this is gonna be such a details canvas. So where is the colors? How many we have in here? I see full stitch, 24 colors in here, and this is it. No, more full stitch, 34. Okay, so 34 colors in full stitch, and we have back stitch, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 colors in back stitching, full stitch and back stitch, so it's pretty easy. And 11 count Ada will be very easy canvas to work on. I have to say that I do love romantic story. I just wish they would use symbols on the canvas printed itself instead of colors. That's the only downfall, because some colors are very, very similar. Now the beauty about this one, they also have 2 needles. I love these needles because at this point I work on a canvas. Well, I work on both of them, but this particular night when I'm recording right now video, I work for 2 days now on brand new canvas, which you will see probably before you will see this video unboxing. And yeah, I love this needle. They really nicely work with this canvas 11 count. Now we should have a big pack of threads in here, which we will look in a minute. First, I would love to see, okay, I guess we zoom out all the way. I would love to see the size of this one. It's actually not bad size. It just look big because you see how much on this side extra fabric. I don't think they really measure properly when they print it, because in here we have a huge piece, and in here all the way to the bottom, it's so bottom that they are actually stitched on the top of DMC code. They didn't count very well, didn't measure the way they printed. But we do have DMC code, where we have on a piece of paper, I guess. Yes, we do have an extra DMC code in here. If for some reason you cannot read in here, I hope this is only my canvas that printed like this, and when you receive, your will be just perfect. Okay, I wish you all the best. I hope your canvas always better than mine. So let's see. Okay, so what I see in here, I'm trying to figure out, because I don't think my other canvas have this, because we have a 26 DMC code and we have a 2 colors. So my guess would be one color will be on a printed canvas and the other color will be on the paper. So I have to check if I'm right or not. Let me see quickly. And let me zoom you close to this one. And we will go after, let's say 27, because we can see from far this black dot, but it's a light brown color in here. So let me see if those dots in here somewhere, 27, okay, so, okay, 27 in here is a different symbol. In here on a pattern in here we have 27, it's a half brown half black circle, and it's a brown background, but in here we have a black dot. So should I try to find in here on a canvas? I really don't know, because at this point I don't see it. How about I pick, maybe it's not too many of them and I should look for different symbol. For example, let me find in here like a bright blue, and I see, okay, maybe I zoomed too close. Okay, so when I look in here on this very bright blue color, and I look in here, it's number 26 for the blue, but also it has a brown square. So if I look in here 26, I can recognize that is, oh, 26, it is 26, it is brown, but totally different symbol on a paper. So it kind of give you guide if you follow in here that you look for the bottom part of your symbol, but then if you really have to quickly look on a pattern on your paper, you just quickly find what you need by the color in here, which doesn't make a sense to me because there's lots of colors in here like that. So yeah, I don't see why they need to print like this, but anyway, for now what I'm looking at, it's a nicely printed in here, but in the mix, for example, will be more difficult to recognize color for me personally on this brown. Okay, let me just get it. Okay, for you on a camera, this brown and this grayish visible very well. For me, when I look with my naked eye, it blend in to very close shades, kind of gray, almost like disappearing in a brown. So that's what I'm saying, like we can see very well symbols like this, right? Those bright colors. So there's some work in here, but not as bad. I think it's not bad. Let me just check the other side a little bit. Oh, look at this confetti. Definitely confetti, but guess what? The more confetti, the more realistic your tiger will look like, because it's a lots of colors in here when I'm looking at. Let me show you preview one more time. Look how much shading in here, right, on his fur. So of course we need those confetti in here to create this tiger in such beauty. Oh, they are such a gorgeous couple. Yes, lots of work in here. But for 11 count Ada, I have to say that this size not as bad as I thought would be. And that's what I'm saying. One time in my video I pointed out, you better, if you planning to start to organize your canvas, take those needles away right away and put them in your safety box or some kind of container. Because I sit comfy on a sofa when I was doing one time, I forgot there's 2 needles in here, and one needle I lost it on a sofa and my little girl found it next day. So it could, you know, my pets could get, somebody could sit on the top of it. So that was a dangerous and very not responsible of me. So I will teach you not to repeat same mistake. So I will probably take like right now before I put away or because I'm not gonna stitch this right now, so I think I'm just gonna leave this needle up there. And I want to do what I want to do. I want to find Deepen Up organizer, kind of see-through, and I think I know which one I will use. I can buy them in dollar store. They have those screw black tops, but acrylic. The one that I use for my beads. And I will separate those needles that go with 11 count Aida and also with a 14 count, and I even have 18 count Aida. The needles are very, very tiny, and I will put them together by the sizes. Alright, I hope you like this review. I got so excited over these tigers that I almost forgot to show you threads. How could I? Okay, so in here we have a whole bunch of extras, and I don't mind to open and show you. So this one in one big long thread, so you have to pre-cut this for yourself as you need to stitch, but definitely gorgeous threads. I'm working right now on a threads from this kind of brand, and I really love the way it's layered on my 11 count Aida, because I also work on 11 count right now. The stitches go like very, very neat. So we have in here one little palette extra, DIY handmade embroidery. So in here we have only a few colors on this palette. Nice and bright. And then we have one more. They already see like untangle in here. They already always straight. So sometimes after you unbox them, unpack, kind of I'm using like my hand to go through to kind of brush them down and make them even ends, but it's okay. Let's see the colors itself for the tigers. I wonder where this beautiful purple go. There is a blue probably for the snow somewhere. Feels really nice, these threads. Do you know how to recognize if you have a natural threads or you have acrylic, like synthetic threads? You burn them, you put on fire. If it's melt, it's mean have a synthetic in it. If it's burning, it's mean natural threads. Because I work right now on a romantic story, and I was using my burner that is snapping on my threads, usually, you know, the black tool, and it started catching up on fire. It's like, oh my god, let me put it down. So that's how I know that the threads in my romantic story was natural. So I think this one as well, but I have to say not all of them. I think some of them have, they kind of like a mix. I think some of them synthetic have a mixture and some of them natural. So I don't know, but I love to work with them. They are really good to work with. It's very, very soft. They don't tangle as much. You just have to be careful, but like every thread will tangle if you're not careful, but it's still less that some of them can tangle very badly. So I love to work with this one as well. And we have lots of threads in here. Big extras. So usually I don't touch this one till I run out of some color, then I slowly start to replace on my palette from here. Alright, now I think we are done in here, and I hope you like this video. I think it's amazing. I really love this tigers, and the horse doesn't bother me that it's so tiny, because it is beautiful. Two gorgeous nature, you know, animals Who doesn't love animals? Everybody loves animals. So that's what we have for today. 2 couples. Here probably pair is a husband and wife, and here mother and son. And it's just heartwarming. Both of them are absolutely gorgeous, and this organizer definitely will be very, very handy in my cross stitching in the future. Shoot me a comment as always, ask question if you have any. Thank you everybody who's asking me some questions on Instagram. I try as fast as possible to respond. I do appreciate, and if I for some reason forget to answer, please remind me and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good day, everyone.